Okay, looks like we're back. Yeah, apologies for that. Had a little hiccup. That stream was bad. Prissy, I don't know that we had my chance to mention it the first time, but amazingly fast mashing.
Yes.
Dude, and that tooth mashing that is pretty unique. Prissy and Lookin' Toad, our Mega Man 4 favorite, are the only people that I really know that use that often. Seen other people do it, but not consistently. And man, that is some quick mash.
Yeah, very good mash. Top tier. Very nice dive fight from Prissy. Very tight.
Perfect fight. Oh, and another, man. I can't believe how consistent Prissy is with those animation skips, because that's tough. And with Dive Man, you also have to worry about, besides, so the normal way to time those is the particles from the explosion going off screen, but with Dive Man, you also have to worry about the little bubbles. I guess Mega Man is, despite being a robot, does breathe oxygen, maybe? I'm not sure what those bubbles are, but you've got to deal with that as well to get that timing. And Cassio gets it also. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Cassio not too far behind here.
Yeah, I think this is pretty similar to where we were at in the first race as well. Just the one death has really been the deciding factor, and it's not a massive difference. Christy showing off that very clean movement, and yeah, freezes everything right away. No problem with that turret room.
Ooh, very nice. No drops. Well, I think he got a small drop for the first wheelie or whatever those guys would call it. But that's an ideal situation. Both good mash and good drops. And
yeah, we saw, like we mentioned the first time, how far you can extend your flash topper in that room is a very cool measure of how good your movement was. Percy had very good movement, just had to flash it at the very, very end of that last hallway. Also doing really well to stay very close to Drill Man. I don't know if we even know numbers on it, but the general consensus is the closer you are to Drill Man, the more likely that he will run or jump and not dive.
Right.
And so Prissy did everything correctly. Still got one dive, but one dive's not too bad. That's really good about.
There are multiple robot masters in the game that do that. I know that you want to stay as close to Pharaoh as possible when you're fighting him, and you want to be staying as close to Dust as well when you're fighting to manipulate.
Yeah. And Cassio let us know about it in chat. Just getting kind of worked over by Drill Man RNG.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
Man, Drill Man, Dust Man, those guys just never be a pro.
Both races.
Yeah.
Both playthroughs this time for Cassio getting bad level throws.
Yeah, he's not being kind. Cassio, or Prissy, sorry, has made it through that first screen of Toadman stage. Toadman stage, despite being kind of known as an extremely easy robot master, the stage is pretty tricky. And so besides having some crazy wind physics going in the first screen, then you've got these waterfalls that can give you some of the weird stuff, kind of like the drill stage. you're going to be using your bright flash, and you've got to be very efficient to know where it's going to run out, or if you can extend the boost all the way. It's a tricky stage.
Yep, for sure. You can't. So whenever there's the either, oh boy, that's not good for Cassio. So if you're sliding, you're not able to jump out of those waterfalls. You're able to jump out when the water is going horizontal, but when the water is going vertical, you're not able to jump out. So sliding there is a pretty tricky thing. The timing can be pretty tight.
Yeah. And for a stage that gets kind of trivialized when you use the flash stopper, your movement becomes what's really important, and so you're tempted to really try and extend those slides out, connect everything really well, and that's where making those jumps becomes difficult. Having that clear movement. So Cassio's still on pretty good pace through the Aeropos, though, even with that death at the very beginning in Bright and death here in Toad. Should still be finishing with a 19-minute time. Meanwhile, prisi onto our icy fortress stage, Cossack 1.
Mash down some slinkies.
Yeah.
You know, getting talking about that mash, that, you know, jumping up and being able to mash fast enough to kill on his ascend there is that's very impressive. That's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah. Before the race even started, oh man.
See, that's very. He stops and doesn't do anything. Oh, that was very close too.
It's so well done to roll with. You make a slight mistake, it can go downhill so fast. But
yeah,
if you immediately recognize the situation, took the damage boost from the skeleton gems, that's the kind of thing.
Ooh, very nice. Summoning that balloon there during the ascension before you get hit by those ladder chompers, I don't know what they're called, and then you know, turning around and then deboosting. That's a very, you know, technical move there, and saves. Save too.
So. I think had one ring boomerang there that didn't connect. That fight is well known, especially among those that have played the game casually, for being a bit of a pain, because the ring, despite being a really big looking weapon, only has a 1 pixel hitbox, and then Mothraya's hitbox there, of course, is pretty small, and so it's very easy to miss shots, and because, as we mentioned last time, you've got very tight ammo routing, you gotta be a little bit careful there. But I think there was just one miss from prisi. That won't be a big deal. Just have to be aware of it.
Yeah. Cassio having a pretty clean one hiccup there in the Skeleton Joe hallway, but otherwise a very clean execution, and then pretty good stage overall.
Yeah, man, Cossack 2 just terrifies me every time I see it. Spike Room, prisi did really well extending those slides, and then that room right after it, kind of going further to the left and using the balloon to jump between the spikes and not take as much damage, makes it so that going to be in good shape going into Square Machine to be able to take damage boosts to get those hits in very quickly. And I think prisi's going to get better luck here. I'm saying a 2-2.
Okay, let's see. All right, 2.
Game's got to give him a break. I think he mentioned in his PB that he just got the other day that it was a 3-3.
Yes.
Well, so
yeah, he said he got a 420 refights, which is like gold. I think that's the fastest. That's both him and Shelmy, who is the world record holder for this game for years. Also recently got a 420 gold for refights, and so that's a very, very good refight time.
So Prisi did get a 2-3, the most common pattern. So one of those things where, you know, you don't want to complain, but it's also not great.
Yeah.
Luck.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so Cassio having to miss that jump there and having to manipulate the bat over. He got kind of screwed there. And oh boy.
Oh man.
I feel for that though. I feel for that. When you're in
That's game over. That's
okay.
Unfortunate.
Well, at least he got his ammo refilled here.
Yeah. And wasn't too far past the checkpoint, but that was the checkpoint room, so if that had not been a game over, it would have been a fairly quick death, but man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's again one of those situations where I think it started with the missing the first balloon jump and then the bat kind of getting in his way.
Yeah, the psychology of it kind of, you know.
Yeah, you get off your normal pattern, and then even though that part wasn't really affected, you're still doing things differently. Your muscle memory isn't quite the same. It's
oh no, Cassio.
yeah, just kind of pushing it. Again, I think trying to make up for those little mistakes. And,
well, he's gonna have to take the ammo here, right? Oh no, he skips it. I wonder if that's maybe he. I wonder if he should have.
I think he can make it through this room. The question is the other room. So yeah, so nothing now. Just go to jet or coil. Okay,
Interesting.
a couple of different options. Now, for those folks that are played this game casually, you probably used foil across that spike room. That's certainly, I would assume, the intended route. And then you can use jet across here, or you can do platforming across these blocks. Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Pretty rough.
And yeah, this is, I'm sure, happened to everyone.
Oh no. Oh, Cassio. Is he gonna...
Yeah, it looks like...
Is he gonna forfeit here?
Yeah.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I feel bad.
And it's hard enough doing PB attempts and things like that with this game, but races, it's so easy for just one little thing to go wrong, and then everything gets kind of...
Sorry, Cassio.
So we can at least check out Prisi. Going into Cossack 4, we're gonna have a matchup with our boy Dr. Cossack. Bear of the name of this tournament.
Yes. You having enough balloon this time to pull that off? A little time save.
Yeah, not a big difference, but a significant one. I love this little room, little staircase room.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's one of those awkward ones that it just feels like you can never quite do it efficiently. You're just sliding down or jumping or trying to figure out. But going into the Cossack fight again, we'll see that sliding. We'll see him using the charge buster. The other kind of strategy that you might see some people use is to use dust weapon here on Cossack. That works pretty well, except that you're going to need a lot of that weapon ammo for later on. So most people will go with charge buster. So not have to worry about And the return of Wiggle Brows.
Yep. Don't know if prisi can PB. It might be too early to tell. Just thinking about how his.
Yeah, it's
some hiccups in the beginning, like that up against Bright, right? Like
I know. Looking over at his splits, he's about 16 seconds behind. I don't know if there's that much to make up or not, but nonetheless, a very impressive pace.
For sure.
And definitely 37 pace.
Yes.
That nice little slide cancel to get everything to the right spot. Now this underwater section, of course, water physics, dealing with the slide again, always scares me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's attempting to do any. Alright, pretty clean block rooms there with Rush. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, so it's good if he gets Rush off screen there.
Yeah,
he's able to.
Also.
Yeah, that was. You can see that was causing quite a bit of lag there.
I've had to do that many times when you're just kind of trying to outrun those bullets as they just keep chasing you and causing lag.
Yeah.
Again, we're hoping for the long open patterns for Net Daddy here.
Okay, we got one there.
Yep.
So now he's good. He's fine. Whatever it is.
Yeah, through Wily 1. Now we're up to the Doggo stage again. Good old Rush. Can see lots and lots of usage. And yeah, looking at chat here, Rush Jet is useful for a lot of reasons. The Mega Man 4 Rush Jet is not the absolute greatest Rush Jet in the series by any means, but the nice thing is you can shoot while it's on screen, and it only uses weapon ammo while you're riding it. So we'll see it called down a lot, but you'll see the weapon ammo not really changing a lot of these times when you're just calling down Rush and then shooting and not riding it. It's pretty useful.
It's also really finicky where if you get hit when he's on screen, he actually teleports on top of you.
Yeah, which can be very useful or very terrible, depending on the situation. There's, in this stage especially, there's some places like with these mummies where you can have Rush teleport to you and then be kind of in an awkward spot. But you can also use it to your advantage on the very last screen, using if you want to go for some real risky maneuvers, you can use Rush, kind of have him on screen and then purposely get hit, and he'll teleport to you and grab you. So Rush is a great savior. Oh, there we go. We saved him, prisi.
Very nice.
A little bit
scary. Getting hit there, unfortunately, but yeah, you have to. Due to that pattern, you have to hop over that. You gotta hop over that bullet he shoots at you.
Oh, and we talked about the hitbox stuff, but the reason that you use Rain Flush as you come into the stage is as you come in, you jump in the air so that you can hit it before you hit the ground, and having the Rain Flush animation will cancel out the health fill of the boss, which, if you've been watching this long, you've seen is quite long. So it ends up saving enough time that the menuing is worth it, which is kind of nice. And then prisi again, that time much less scary, going straight to ring.
love this music. This track is very, very cool. You unfortunately don't hear much of it.
Very careful ammo management with where prisi's at, with dust. It's hard to tell exactly. I mean, certainly in fine shape. It's just a matter of how many shots can you miss against Pharaoh Man before you start running into trouble. So hopefully we won't miss any and it won't be a big deal.
There's a way you can manipulate Dive Man here so that you can get an extra skull at the end of the fight. It's a very specific way you fight him, and then there's actually a way to get an extra hit off on Bright Man here as well, but it's a very, very finicky thing where you kind of have to time it so he's jumping when you get your first ring flush off, so that he doesn't do the flash stopper.
And I'm not too worried because it's prisi and he's so good, but health is looking a little scary here.
Yes, this is scary. This is very, very scary.
It's very close to Drill Man again, like you mentioned. That's what you want to do, but man, it frightens me. Of course, he handles it no problem.
Yeah.
And got good luck. Last man with drill bombs. Feel bad for Toad Man. And this ring fight ends up being a little bit different than when we saw it the first time, because for whatever reason you can't charge your Pharaoh shot as you come into this fight. So
that's right.
You got to do those two uncharged ones. Ends up being a little bit different.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Us, man. Always keeping it exciting.
He has been not cooperative. These races.
And everyone's favorite noise in the world. This is doing very well with nice short jumps to avoid the pain to do things, but get all the damage in and then using the explosions from the bombs. Just a picture of consistency. It's kind of wild how often prisi puts up these amazing faces.
Oh. Well, he is still capable of getting a 37. If he gets some good double hits off here.
Let's see how the capsule treats prisi. Just like before, should be fine on Pharaoh ammo, but you always have to be a little bit careful. Oh, that doesn't help. Nice double. Oh, was that too quick?
No, it was too quick.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to pause after here.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Whew.
All right.
that was
38:02.
a little exciting.
GG.
Big GG to Prisi.
Prisi wins. Unfortunate circumstances for Cassio, but you know this game is ruthless.
It is,
and you know I don't blame him whatsoever.
Yeah, very, very impressive performance by Prisi, as we're used to seeing 2 very low 38s. That's a good time. That's going to be pretty tough for anybody to beat. And this does set us up for a very exciting match in our semifinals. So with Prisi advancing, he's going to be going to face Becco. So the 2-seed Becco, the 3-seed Prisi. Becco had the world record, let's see, what, about 3 weeks ago now? Prisi's kind of been right on the heels of it, with a time that would have been world record about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. So they are 1 second apart in PBs. That's going to be a really exciting matchup.
Oh, it's going to be so hyped. I can't imagine. It's so cool right now. Mega Man 4 is so alive. This tournament really brought this game to another level, and it's just been so amazing to see all these players pumping out these amazing times.
And I think we are going to have Prisi be able to join us. I don't know. Oh yeah, looks like we're going to have. It doesn't look like we're going to have Cassio come in for an interview, but we'll see if Prisi can join us. Hello there! Congratulations on the win.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Thanks.
GG.
Thank you. GG to Cassio too. Unfortunate at the end, but yeah, happens.
Yeah, that's how this game can be, right?
Yeah.
So let me know, how did you kind of feel about your runs overall?
Pretty bad. I did a lot of mistakes. My first run was really like all over the place. I wasn't warmed up and I played really bad. But not only that, I got really bad luck, like especially in the refights. I think I got.
Yeah, he just didn't stop.
That's I might want to say that's like as rare as 1-1 to get a 1-1, because my movement was fine, and he still gave me like 4 suck pans. Because the trick is, if you stay close to him, he does not. The chance of him sucking is slimmer, by the way. So that's very weird, but yeah.
Yeah, it's unheard of.
Yeah, you did have, and you had a 3-3 square, I think, also.
Yeah, 3-3 and 3-2 or 2-3, I think.
So not the greatest luck from the game, but you handled it pretty well.
Thanks. Yeah, was pretty bad luck all over the place in both runs, but second one was better with the luck. But I feel like I played. I don't know. I played even worse, but yeah, happens.
So I was looking at the bracket, and it looks like your next matchup is going to be with Becco. Do you have any thoughts about how you think that's going to go? Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, sure. I'm really looking forward to that. I think Becco's the harder opponent than Ohan. I feel like Becco is more consistent, but Ohan is overall faster. I honestly kind of hope Fatso would win, because the dynamic is cool between Fatso and I, because we go way back. But also the chance of me winning against Fatso, I feel like is higher because he's like the fastest in the tournament, but he's not as consistent as Becco, which makes sense because Becco won. But yeah, so I got a really hard matchup. This time is not good enough to beat Becco. So yeah, I'm looking forward to play against Becco. I feel like this could go best of 3, like 3 matches, and I hope that we have a really good match where, like, one race where it depends on like the RNG, which would be cool to see. Because usually, even though this game is there's a lot of RNG, I don't think we've seen like a match before where RNG really determined, okay, this guy wins because of RNG.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's easy to point to those things sometimes, but really it's the execution that matters more. But
Yeah.
if we see some low 37s or something like that, that would be pretty amazing in a race setting.
Yeah, I expect Becco and I definitely get 37s, mid 37s, around that.
And I gotta say, congratulations on the new PB. That was yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, thank you. I was very happy and relieved because like in my head I was like, okay, let's just PB. But on second thought, I was like, oh man, I'm so sick and tired of PBing like by 1 second each time or 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome.
You go to 420 refights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 420 refights. It's so crazy. I think I tied Chowney's PB.
Yeah.
I mean Chowney's refight gold. So yeah, awesome. But I'm looking forward to Not Rally against Sage tomorrow. Because just gonna plug it in right here, 9 p.m. Go check it out. 9 p.m. EDT tomorrow. I will watch that, and you guys should watch that because that might be potentially be the best match we will have so far.
I agree that as a race, that's going to be a very exciting one. Both runners, but also guys that I know each other very well. A lot of similar strats. That's gonna be an exciting one.
I mean, who do you choose, right?
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I love both those guys, and Not Riley also had a PB. I think 2 days ago, sometime very.
Oh yeah, that was huge. Yeah. That was huge.
So yeah, man, that'll be a good one. And we should also say right after that. So tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sage Hero versus Not Riley, and then should be right after that at 10 p.m. The Kalinka Cup is also going on. That was for those that didn't qualify for the Cossack Cup, and that one is Vanez Prince Wader. So I imagine that'll be on the same channel just right after. That'll be a lot of fun too. So there's a lot more Mega Man 4 to come.
Yeah, thanks for commentating. You too. Otto and Gabriel, thank you so much. And thanks for watching. Thanks for having me. I love doing post-interview no, not commentary. What's the
interview?
word? Interview. Thanks. Sorry about my English. And I always like these things because get some insights in my thought process or stuff, or if you have questions. I like that a lot, so I always do that. And yeah, thanks for having me, and have a good one. I need a break and I need food.
All right, thanks, Prisi.
Yeah, have a good one.
Take care.
Yeah, so I don't think I've got anything to add. We come back tomorrow night, catch some more action. We've got I think we got the links in here. Let me drop them just in case to check out the brackets for both the Cossack and Kalinka Cup. But it's getting exciting. We're getting down to the end.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Make sure you follow both of these runners, cassiothird and Prisi. Awesome runners.
Yeah, thank you to everyone from SpeedGaming for hosting us and helping out with this tournament in general. As we were kind of mentioning earlier, it's been a really exciting time for Mega Man 4. It's been awesome seeing so many people pushing the game to its limits, so many people being great competitors, and this has been a truly awesome experience seeing this tournament go forward.
For sure.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out, and come back and see us again tomorrow night.
Bye, everyone.